Choose a boat to rig and position it so the bow of the boat is facing into the wind. Select a mast, a sail, and a main sheet and bring them to the boat. Place the sail on the boat, lining up the gooseneck with the mast hole, and unwrap the halyard from around the sail. Be sure that the upper boom, the one the halyard is tied onto, is on top, and the lower boom, the one the gooseneck is attached to, is on the bottom. Do not untie the halyard from the boom unless you wish to adjust the height of the sail in relation to the boat. Feed the halyard through the masthead fairlead at the top of the mast, pulling it about halfway through. Place the mast through the gooseneck and into the mast hole. Adjust the mast so the halyard runs down perpendicular to the center line of the boat and without any twists or tangles. Pass the halyard through the halyard fairlead and around the cleat, passing the halyard around the far side of the cleat in a clockwise direction to prepare for raising the sail. With thumbs down, grasp the halyard and pull it down as the sail lifts. Continue to pull until the sail is lifted and tight against the top of the mast. Pull up on the gooseneck and down on the halyard to lift the sail when needed to completely lift the sail. While holding tension on the halyard to keep the sail tight to the top of the mast, pull the halyard around the cleat until you can hold the tension on the cleat. Tie a cleat hitch to secure the halyard and then loop the halyard around the far horn of the cleat and back through the halyard fairlead. Pass the halyard over the gooseneck from front to back and then back through the halyard fairlead. Be sure the halyard runs behind the part of the halyard that is coming from the top of the mast and is not twisted or tangled with it. Push down on the lower boom and hold the position with tension on the halyard using the cleat to adjust the sail as desired. Then tie the halyard to the cleat with a cleat hitch, following in the same way as the first cleat hitch. This creates a downhaul that can be used to adjust the sail for the wind conditions. You can now tie the end of the halyard to where the upper and lower boom meet with a bowline. This will keep the end of the halyard out of the way while sailing and can be used to pull the sail to the back of the boat in the event that your main sheet comes off of the bottom of the boom while sailing. to the level part of the dock in front of the sloped launch ramp, keeping the boat in a level position. Attach the rudder tiller to the stern of the boat with the rudder in the down position by feeding the tiller under the traveler and then securing the rudder to the boat. To do this, push up on the pin on the rudder and position it in place on the stern of the boat. Then allow the pin to drop back down to secure it to the boat. Move the boat onto the sloped launch ramp and gently slide it off the dolly and into the water while holding on to the painter. Place a foot on the dolly to hold it down as you lift the bow and push the boat off the dolly. Move the boat down the dock and tie it to one of the rings on the dock with the painter. Two half hitches on a bight works well for this. Move the dolly off the ramp. You will want the dolly when you are taking the boat out of the lake. There are a limited amount of dollies that are shared by all the Sunfish and Laser club boats. To complete the rigging, slide the dagger board down through the dagger board retainer. Secure it by tying the line attached to it to the ratchet block using a bowline. If you are a beginner or the wind conditions may cause you to turtle the boat, tie the line short so the dagger board will be prevented from slipping out of the dagger retainer. If you want to pull the dagger board up on a downwind run in light wind, tie the line long.